Hello, so this is a wonderful question, ECZ exams. So if you're a GC internal, these questions are good for you. The question is saying, aluminium oxide reacts with both dilute hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide in the presence of water. So this is to tell you that this thing we are calling aluminium oxide. Aluminium oxide is an example of a type of an oxide called amphoteric oxides. So like you know, we've got 4 types of oxides. They are what we call neutral oxide, basic oxide, acidic oxides, and amphoteric oxides. So this one is an example of an amphoteric oxide. If you don't know this, it's good that you get to join me so that I get to explain these things to you in an easy way. So the question is saying, it reacts with both dilute hydrochloric acid and sodium hydroxide. Before we answer these questions, I want you to understand first what the question is all about, so that once we start answering these questions that are here, you are going to just answer them under 2 minutes. We are done. So I just want you to understand the concept. So this is to tell you that this one, I've told you that this is an amphoteric oxide. So amphoteric oxides have got both properties of acids, like you know, this is an acid. This is the sodium hydroxide. It is a base. So it is a what? It is a base. So it can react as a base and as an acid. So since this sodium oxide, aluminium oxide, is not a base, but it is an amphoteric what? Oxide, meaning it can react with both acids and bases. So aluminium oxide can act as both an acid and a base, neutralizing the other and producing a salt. The first question that we are given here, what term is given to such an oxide that behaves like aluminium oxide? I'm just from telling you, this one is called amphoteric. So we get to call it amphoteric what? Amphoteric, nicely, amphoteric oxides. So these ones are called amphoteric oxides. You are done, just like that. We now move on to the other question. The other question is telling us to say, state another oxide that behaves in a similar way like aluminium oxide. So aluminium oxide, another example of an amphoteric oxide, there is what we get to call as what? Lead to oxide. So there is what we call lead to oxide is an example of such. So lead to oxide is also an example. We get to have quite a lot of them. So if questions are to come in an exam, you need to know that, okay, if questions get to come like this, I just need to explain them in this manner. But it is good to go through such questions if you've read about this, because someone can know, how did I know that this is lead to oxide? It becomes a challenge that way. So we have a lot of examples of amphoteric oxides. There is also here, they are telling you, state another oxide. So you tell them lead oxide. There is also what we call zinc oxide is an example. Aside zinc oxide, we can also look at beryllium hydroxide is also an example. There are quite a lot, so you just need to understand them. These ones are the common ones that you are supposed to know. We now move on to part C. Let us move to part C. So these are nice questions. I guess you are going to enjoy. The question is saying, state the type of reaction that occur between aluminium oxide and dilute hydrochloric acid. This is dilute hydrochloric acid. So the type of a reaction, you need to understand that the type of a reaction that exists here. This is acid to base reaction. And acid to base reaction are called neutralization reaction. They are called what? We get to call them neutralization reaction. This is not to tell you that this is a base. No, it is not a base. I think I told you at first. It is not a base, but this one gets to have both. In simple words, I would say it has properties of acids and bases in simple language, so that you understand what I'm talking about. Guess that way you are going to understand it. So that is what you are supposed to know. Then we now move on to the next question. The next question is saying, construct a balanced equation for the above reaction stated in A above. So this is what they're talking about. Aluminium oxide. How is aluminium oxide? Aluminium oxide is like this. I guess you know how to come up with correct chemical formulae. So dilute hydrochloric acid, it is just like this. Then you say what is produced is a salt plus water. So what is the name of the salt produced? That is aluminium chloride, which is like this, plus water. Plus water is produced. So this is what you need to get. They are telling us to say a balance. How then can we balance this? In which way can we balance this? So for us to balance this, aluminium 2, aluminium 1. We put a 2 here so that it is balanced. Aluminium balanced. So here, this is to tell you that for chlorine has become 6. So I put a 6 here to balance. Since chlorine 6, chlorine balanced. Hydrogen 6, I try to put a 3 here. Once I put a 3 here, hydrogen is balanced as well as hydrogen this side. There is oxide 3, even oxygen here it is 3. Meaning this is what? This is balanced. This is what we are calling a balanced chemical equation. So if you are to encounter such questions in an exam, this is what you need to know. And after this particular lesson, it is very important for you to go through this topic so that you get to have a good understanding on these things. So this is where we are going to end from. Thank you so much for watching. I guess you've already liked this video, and let me know where you are watching me from. It's very important to know where people are connecting from, and let me know how this lesson has blessed you. If you want tuitions, if you want to be helped, this is my WhatsApp number. WhatsApp me on this number if you want me to help you in your academics, not only chemistry, but physics, mathematics, as well as biology. This is my number. Lastly, don't forget that I'm also on Facebook. I want you people to follow me. Support me also on Facebook. So on this platform we are watching this video from, and on Facebook we get to upload most of our content. So if you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. And on Facebook, as long as you're on Facebook, don't forget to follow me. So this is my Facebook page name. You can follow me on this Facebook page name. Thank you so much for watching. I guess you've learned 1 or 2 things. This is where we end from. Thank you.